Hey everyone, I'm here with David. David, thank you for your time. How long have you been in Warriors for?
I think I looked about a year in April it was
Okay,
that
yeah,
I
in
that
April.
I initially signed up.
Okay. And you've done a few deals at this point. How many deals have you been paid on?
I've been paid on two, both mortgage surplus.
A mortgage surplus, and
Right.
you have a few more in the works, if I'm not mistaken.
I have probably four um, that I'm waiting a response for. I've got two that are in process, which means we've notified the secondary claimants or it's in the court system. Um, and so that just has to work its way through the um, lack of personnel with COVID. And then I have a really strong one now this morning that doesn't make sense to me, but it didn't come up for sale today. It was scheduled to, but the minimum bid on it was like, uh, what was it? The judgment amount was 134, I think. Minimum bid was 179, and probably seven people showed up for that sale only. They wanted that property, but then it got canceled because the attorney didn't show up, which was rare. And I just think God intervened because what I'm doing is I'm contacting the owner right now. So
Oh, nice.
because I know there's a surplus. I mean, if the minimum bid's 170 and their judgment was 134, there's no secondary. So as far as I can tell. So I gotta get on that one hot.
Nice. Congratulations, man, and let us know how that goes. So what in the program has helped you be able to get these deals?
Um, just the information about finding them, where to go to find them. Um, and different warriors helped me with, saying, just Google this, tax overages in the state and the county. And, so just sharing of information and what has worked for people, just being on the calls on a regular basis.
On the
So
coaching calls?
all on the coaching calls as much as you can,
Okay.
because I'll pick up one thing on a coaching call, in the hour and a half that you're making phone calls, and that was a little gem, so it was definitely worth the time spent, but you never know when those are going to pop up.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, hey, you're killing it, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for sharing. Any advice when we wrap this up? Any advice that you would give to any other warriors out there right now that are just starting the program?
Well, for me, one of my biggest challenges has been organization. And so once you get your lead source in line, then get your CRM, because whichever one you decide on, pick it and use it, because I have papers scattered everywhere, and I go deep on people. I mean, I use True People Search and White Pages. I've not paid for one. I've just spoken, and I'm getting my form in for IDI Core, and um, so I've been using the free searches, and those have been pretty favorable. The but when I go deep, I go into all of the relatives. I'm determined to find that person. Maybe I'm too anal. I should let this one go, but they have surpluses in the 15,000 plus arena, so I think it's worth my while. The other thing that I did learn was the state of Indiana has a little statute that says 10% is what you can get as a finder.
Hmm.
However, my attorney advised me that that's not necessarily true. I can there is a there's something in the statute that says you can charge more than the 10%. So my first two were 10%, and I'm happy with that. So I've made my almost $5,000. But it is my income. So I've got to do better than that. But I would just say nose to the grindstone. Find lists that you can work, and then go deep into those lists, and then keep track, because a lot of my time is chasing paper. So that's all
And
I
I
can.
hear you say that you network, organization, networking in the course, and we get a lot of that. And yeah, hey, David, I really appreciate your time. Thank you for this.
No problem.